Alright, so I did a lot of praying, I did a lot of reading, and nothing. No word. I was like, okay, God, what am I supposed to preach on? And he spoke to my heart. He did. And I think he wants me to tell you guys my testimony, because he said that it would touch at least one person in this room. So here we go. Now, I am from New Orleans, Louisiana. I lived there until the 3rd grade, and it was great. But a little thing called Hurricane Katrina hit. Now, what happened in Hurricane Katrina, the common misconception is that it rained 13 feet. No, it didn't rain 13 feet. What actually happened was that the levees that held back the water, the storm pushed it and it broke. That's what happened. So the water flooded into the city, my city. And after Katrina, we didn't stay. It would be more of an interesting story if we did stay. But we didn't. We were in Dallas in a hotel room, and my family, I can't express in words how much I love my family. After levees broke, we were in the hotel room, and we sat there and we watched the news, and we saw water, just water, and the water was really everything we ever knew. The water was the tops of houses. That could have been my house. We had 13 feet of water in our house. And my family, they came together in that hotel room, and they prayed. And they said, God, we trust in you. What other family could say that they did that? Thank you, God, for my family. Thank you. Now, a lot of people that we knew, family, they turned their back. They said, God, why? And I did the same personally. I remember laying awake at night and saying, I hate you, God. Sorry, this is holy ground, I gotta take this off. I said, God, why would you take away everything I ever knew? Why did you do this to me, Father? Because in Genesis, he says in the story of Noah, I'm paraphrasing, but he did say that he promised he wouldn't flood the world again. And I said, Lord, you flooded my world, you lied, you're a liar, I hate you. But then one night, I sat awake, and he said, feel your pulse. It was a voice, it was an audible voice, and it was beautiful, and he said, feel your pulse, and I did. And he said, look on the ground, and there was my brother there lying, his chest moving up and down. They're alive. You're alive. What you lost was just possessions. Now, in Genesis chapter 19, 24 through 26, then the Lord rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven, and overthrew those cities and all the plains and the inhabitants of the cities in which he grew upon the ground. But his wife, she looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. Now, I know Jesus called us to be salt of the world, but I don't really think that's what he meant. Why did Lot's wife look back? Why did she look back? Sir in the green shirt, why? Do you know? I don't either. Why did she look back? It was her home. It was everything she ever knew. It was her Barbie dolls, her karaoke machine. Sorry. But it was all destroyed. And even though she was warned not to look back, she disobeyed. And in the story of Job, in Job chapter 1, verse 20, then Job arose and rent his mantle and shaved his head, and he fell down upon the ground and worshipped. Now Job, I am not comparing my family to Job. He was a man of faith that baffles me. I'm not comparing my very pale family to Job. I'm just saying that I do think that in the grace of God we can worship in times of where we feel there's defeat. So what is your response when bad things happen? Sometimes it's hard to get past the pain and emotion and push through and worship God, but I did. That's why I'm standing here. That's why I'm in fine arts delivering you a message to worship and glorify my Lord. Now what will you do? Thank you.